projects that you think would be great. Alyssa will bring a microphone around if,
Well, Mayor?
yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of Pueblo House, thank you. And our son, thank you. I'm Jeff Hawkins, and our son Tony has gone to Pueblo House. It's on the east side. And I'm telling you, they've just been fantastic for us, for him. They let him go on air. Their radio call sign is 98.5 FM. It's a Pueblo station only. And I know that Tony's got a little piece of paper, a little bit of writing that he'd like to share with you.
Sure, absolutely.
Go ahead, Stan.
Pueblo Media House has taught me a lot about radio and how it all works. And I've gotten to make playlists and learn
When you hold that a little closer.
how to edit using GarageBand. It has given me the opportunity to go on air and be part of talk shows. I have been taught how music and talk shows are edited and how they are put up on air and so much more. It has been good for me, and I think that it would do the same for other kids in the community. So writing some of the great money would help them and other kids.
Okay. So Janet, you've been to some of these town halls before, I think, haven't you? Did you fill out the project and send it in?
Not yet.
No? Okay. And I should say that Janet said not yet. There's really not any time deadline on sending in the request for a project or anything like that. But we are getting it organized and we're starting to evaluate things now. And, you know, once the money's gone, it's gone. So don't wait too long, even though there's not a deadline.
We did bring it up and we were told to go through CSAC, so I'm in the process of doing a CSAC grant. However.
That's for ongoing funding? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, I just thought it was a one-time as well, I mean.
Well, CSAC is money that the city and county make available to nonprofits every year.
Okay, but it's not automatic, you get it, you have to apply every year is what I.
Yeah, you have to apply every year, yes.
So, you know, we applied for $5,000 to the city, didn't hear anything back. We applied for $5,000 from the county, didn't hear anything back. So Jimmy and I are funding it ourselves. And we're offering something that I don't think many or nonprofit organizations are doing. We're doing small, intimate sessions with kids like Tony's age. We address mostly 12 to 18-year-olds because we don't feel there's enough in Pueblo for these kids. And I gotta tell you, with the pandemic, it has been a real eye-opener to sit down with these kids and find out what they've been going through, what they're thinking, what their needs are. And I was hoping to get them here today, some of the kids that took this course, because they're now teaching it. They loved it so much. So these are the things that I think that we need more of. I think we need more communication with the kids. We need to make them feel important. There were some answers that just blew me away on the way they're thinking. And I think unless we start helping these kids with things like bullying and suicide and anxiety and depression, you know, that's part of Pueblo. That's really what Pueblo is about. If we take care of our youth and make sure that they're strong and healthy, then we have a better society and they're more equipped to go into the real world. Because I have to tell you what I'm seeing, not so much from Tony, but the kids on the east side, is they're not really well equipped to address with life skills. They don't know how to cook, they don't know how to take care of themselves, they don't have necessarily self-esteem, you know, and so we're trying to build that in, that respect, that self-respect and things on that nature. And I've had a lot of requests for people who want to volunteer, and we haven't been able to pay anybody, but if I can pay people to come and help facilitate these courses, I think we can make an even bigger impact. You know, we're looking at life-changing skills for kids. We're not a place where you can drop your child off and then pick them up in 2 hours. These are life-changing skills, and we're trying to give them access to things that they can use as a career. So in Tony's case, he liked music. He did a whole hour himself of classical music, and he named the pieces. And to tell you the truth, I didn't think he was going to show up the second day because he was so withdrawn, and he was out there, and I thought, oh, geez, I didn't even know he was liking it. And his enthusiasm grew, and he met another student who was the same, very introverted, and so she ended up moving away and we did a Skype. So there's a lot of opportunity to reach kids, and I think that's where we should focus some of this. So I will be putting in for this.
And that's what we need to do. I mean, if there are programs that would be beneficial or that you think would work, that would improve things, let's put them on the table, let's talk about them, evaluate them, and, see what can be done. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that, you know, kids have had it the hardest, this last year. And I'll let the cat out of the bag a little bit early. The city and county have already committed $500,000 each to the library summer reading program. That's gonna be announced next Friday. But, the library has a summer reading program every year, but this year we're gonna beef it up so that every child who enrolls in that, if they read the requisite number of books and report to the librarian about that, they'll get a bank account at the end of that with $100 in it.
Good.
If they leave $50 of that in the bank until December, they'll get another $10. So we're trying to accomplish a whole bunch of things there. Number one, encourage kids to read, and try to help them gain back some of what they lost over the school year. But I'm really excited about that program, and I think it'll be well received by the community. And you know, it's sort of a summer job for some of these kids, elementary school kids or middle school kids. You know, $100 probably isn't enough to the high schoolers, but and I think the cutoff's 17, isn't it? It's birth to 17 are the eligible ages. So if you're 18, you don't qualify, or over 18. But you know, that's $1 million that we're putting in that program. So it'll pay at least 9,000 kids
Good.
to do that summer reading this year. So we're really excited about that. Can't wait to see that launch.
Good.